Hello, hello there, Fast Track members. I am so excited that you are inside the members area. Now, here's what you want to know about the Fast Track program. As I stated before, it is two elements. One is that it is a weekly session that you come to every single week. It's 6 weeks, and they are streamed live sessions that happen for the first 3 weeks on Tuesdays. The final 3 weeks of it is on Thursdays. And inside this area, you've just come from an email where you had the link where you created your Elite Webinar Mastery account. Now, what you're going to realize here is that this is the location for really what everything you need. It starts here, and in each of these weeks, you can go in and register for the sessions that are happening. Okay, we're going to there are going to be links in here. You can register for each one that's happening, so you can show up and you'll get notifications for those events that are happening. You'll also get emails reminding you if you haven't already registered. Okay, so you will get emails as well reminding you. The next thing I want to share with you is that with the Fast Track, you get access to the entire Elite Webinar Mastery dashboard, all the training inside Elite Webinar Mastery. That includes Elite Webinar Mastery Foundations and the main program right here, the main portal for Elite Webinar Mastery. So in each of the sessions, so for instance, in let's say week one, I'm going to be covering the topics around starting to position yourself to sell higher ticket programs and figuring out who your audience is. And with that in mind, I ask you to go into the foundation section and go through and complete the webinar foundation within week one of this program. So you're going to be sent to basically easy webinar, because there's two things you want to understand. The webinars are run through Easy Webinar on a weekly basis, okay? And then the supplemental training that we ask you to complete, as an example, here is, let me just pull this up so you can see this. So every single week you're going to get an invite to a session. Now this first week is at noon on Tuesday, right? So you're going to be invited to here, and basically inside the training portal, once you come in, here's what it would look like. You're going to have success tips and action items that we'd like you to do. Okay, so like tip one, or what you need to do, is go into Elite Webinar Mastery, start to consume Webinar Foundation. These are things that we ask you to do, right? And then we have other suggestions as well, different resources on each of these weekly trainings, all right? And some of those weekly trainings will tell you to go into the Elite Webinar Mastery and start to consume the content. And that's where you would go into this one for the foundation. In other weekly sessions, I'm going to ask that you go into the main portal, which is right here, okay? And inside here, you're going to see that there are 3 different modules inside here alone. The pre-webinar phase, the webinar day, okay? And then the post-webinar phase, okay? And these are different parts of a webinar experience. Inside of the Fast Track program, there are going to be points where I ask you to go into here. Now, you have full access to this area right now. You could jump in if you wanted to, but the core stuff happens through the Fast Track, okay? Each of those specific weeks that you are getting happens through the Fast Track program. So I just want you to understand that, that's how this works, right? I just want you to be completely clear on that. So here's how that works, just as to reiterate what these weekly sessions are. The first week is the funnel overview and a quick 3C method. Okay, and this week we're going to break down the exact steps we are going to be focusing on in the program. We're also going to be teaching the 3C method, and this is really kind of the 60,000 foot view overview of the consultant coaching and product funnel, okay, that we're going to be sharing with you. So you're going to get real clear on the idea of what we want to do and accomplish in this 6 weeks. Week 2, okay, is converting ideal clients. Now, inside of week 2, we're going to suggest and cover how to exactly do this. We are going to check to see, hopefully you went through Elite Webinar Mastery, the foundation program, so that you get clear on some of who you're targeting. And that moves us along into week 3, which is the engagement siphon, okay? And this is where we talk about acquiring leads using Facebook ads, the type of content that you need to put out there to really hone in on your message, because the message is the biggest thing, right? The ad spend, targeting the right audience, and spending responsibly. That's really what 3 is about. And week 4 goes into the webinar flow. This is where all of the training, where we cover webinar stuff, this is really where this is probably one of the most important parts of this entire 6 weeks, because it really covers how to create a high impacting webinar. And inside of Elite Webinar Mastery, the main area that is in the members portal, which is right here, this is going to help you to get really clear on that as well, right? Because part of a webinar, you have to look at a webinar as a sales funnel. And that's going to be, each part of the sales funnel is a message that correlates to an audience, that they resonate with it, and then they move through phases. The webinar itself, the actual webinar itself, is that one longer form piece of content that really hits home. And in this session, week 4, we really cover that and show you exactly how to do that in the best way possible. And then week 5 is the pre-qualifier, where now you need to be able to basically take someone through another qualification step before they become a client. And then, of course, how to deliver the goods in the most effective way. If you're a service, how to productize. If you're a coach, how to set it up so you're not doing so much one-on-one. If you're a course creator, how to create a bigger and better experience around a course where you could charge higher prices for that course, while not having to give more of your time and energy. You're actually creating more results, charging higher prices, and you're creating a business that you are super excited about. And so that's really what this all is, guys. That's the 6 weeks. And of course, inside there, I'm going to have you go into some of this, of any of these sessions. And of course, in our bonus material, we have even more wonderful content, things like creating ads using Canva, using project management software, when to hire, working with JVs, all sorts of things like that. They're really powerful. So thank you so much. I'm super excited. Again, you can always find, if you ever have any questions, you can always go back to the fast track. Inside here, you're going to see the links to each of the weeks, and you can sign up ahead of time for all of the weeks if you wanted to, or just wait for the emails to come out on a weekly basis. Thank you guys so much, and I am super pumped to work with you and create massive transformation in your business.